very difficult to handle Luke. It's very difficult to handle Darth Vader. It's like making CGI with faces. Like we know a human face so well to the point that it has to be so realistic. Otherwise, we're gonna know that it's fake. When something's weird. It's the same thing with
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker. You can't do too much. You can't do too little. You got to be true to his character, and it's even more difficult because it's coming from someone who created this character. So it's not like, you're trying to adapt
Hmm.
who this person is and then project where they're going to be, and you can't mess that up because if you're off even by a little bit, by the time it lands, it's like all the way over there. So that's the
Yeah.
issue, and I think
Yeah.
now he is this, and this is the beautiful thing about his character arc, is that he is this very relaxed, calm, stoic, like just very like walks in the like he just gets the job done, and he's very one with the Force. The way he speaks, you can just see it. It's like, "Are you a Jedi?" "I am." It's like what he
Yeah.
says is
It's
the
like
way
his
it is and the
zen.
way it's going to go, and this is like there is no doubt in his mind. He's just very clear. He just knows what to do and he gets the job done. And there's no wavering of, cognitive dissonance or anything like that. He is. That's what makes him such a heroic character, and that's what makes him this godlike person that you just want to look up to, and this mythological being that it's like, "Oh, dude, I want to be like that."
Yeah.
It's beautiful because he doesn't start that way. And that's the cool part
Right.
about Luke.
Exactly.
If he
Yeah.
was always like this, it'd be like, okay, well, is there a backstory here?
It's
There
boring,
is.
dude.
He was, well, but I want to go to the friend, play with my friends at Tashi Station, like put some power converters. It's like,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
he's super whiny, annoying. At Yoda's house, he's like, I'm wasting my time. It's like,
Yeah.
I could not train him,
Yeah.
you know? And look at where he is now, and this is how you write a character, and George Lucas did that. And so for Jon Favreau to recognize that and take it and really own in on it perfectly, that sweet spot. And George Lucas said that if Vader had trained Luke the way he trained Starkiller, their powers would have been equal, and that Starkiller's powers
Whoa.
basically were Luke's, had he trained with his father. I hope with this, this whole show, and if we get a Luke Skywalker spin-off show, we can see those powers. I mean, the guy was able to walk on lava, like
Yeah.
he was able to it was his powers are sometimes
Redonkulous.
somewhat comical, So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah. How do you make a compelling show with that guy? Because the conflict that he's going to face, it's like the same thing. It's the same problem with like a Superman.
How would you make a Luke show? How would you make a? What
Well,
do you mean?
no, I'm not saying how would you make a Luke show. I'm saying how do you make a compelling Luke show? Where's the conflict? There has to be things that happen that sort of foundationally.
Well, I mean, but that's like
rock.
saying like oh, Yoda was the most powerful, but how do you? It's like, well, through mental struggle. So whenever someone is perfect physically, mentally, there's going to be something that can break them down because there's no
Yeah.
peak mental status. It's just so it's like it's the same with Luke. Something could mess with him psychologically, which they
Yeah.
could throw in whatever they could
Mhm.
write whatever they want in there.
Right.
Do you think they should continue using CG Luke or get someone like Sebastian Stan to play the part for Luke? Here's the thing with that. If you get Seb Stan, it's not going to feel as authentic as seeing, Mark Hamill's face, but also that deep fake, he looked like he had some Botox going on. And it's very difficult to do that. So, I mean, I'm kind of
Yeah.
in a toss-up. It's like if you show Sebastian Stan... Like, if Sebastian Stan showed up, I wouldn't have had the same reaction.
Regardless, if they can make it look much better, I'd actually don't care if it's like a team, if it looks like and sounds like Luke. Like I really don't. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't need it to be one actor. I don't need it to be Mark. I need it to be Luke. So however they get there, I'm good with it. I felt like he was perfect, dude. Like
Mhm.
despite a little like, the robot thing that I heard, I thought he was perfect. I was like, that's Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they can recreate that again, like, do we really care how? Like, I
No.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was such an amazing experience for so many people because on different levels. Because first you could have the people that are like, oh wow, Luke Skywalker's back, that's awesome. But then on another level, on more deep level, I guess, you have the people who really found Luke Skywalker to be this hero when they were at any point in life. Luke Skywalker is put in this position for you to grab to, right? When you're feeling down in life and you need that strength, he is the strength that you grab for people who find him a character that poses that power.
Yeah.
So seeing him back it was emotional because it reminds you of who this character really is and what he means to you in life, but then also because of, him just returning in the way he did. And it was just,
Yeah.
it was so beautiful. It was so good. And I couldn't be happier. I think, the fandom is just in a different spot right now.
Yeah.
And you could feel it.
Yeah, agreed. And I think Luke Skywalker may have saved 2020 in some ways.